Hi everyone. I've been watching some bushcraft videos and they have been talking about fireboxes quite a bit, and so I thought I would buy one. And then I saw that the cheap ones are $100 and the expensive ones are $200, and so I said, hey, let's make my own. So I looked at some online videos on YouTube, and really there wasn't very many things out there. So I went ahead and created a template for my own, and basically this is just a interlacing design. One side has L-shaped, upside down L-shaped pieces that fit into slots on the next piece, and then we've got a grate. So what I did was I did put a little door here. I changed the design a little bit to be a little bit higher, taller. I made it 12 centimeters wide, including the L tab, and 14 centimeters long. I put in 3/8 inch holes down on the bottom for air vents all the way around, and then I put in these two small holes in order to support the bottom grill plate, which is something along the lines of this. And four of these templates, exactly identical, form the body, and this forms the plate. So I will let you show. I used a Dremel to cut these small holes, and I used a large grinder to cut these holes, and I used a jigsaw with a metal blade to cut all the way around the outside, and then a grinder to smooth things up. And I used just standard drill bits, slowly incrementing sizes in order to drill out these 3/8 inch holes. And I bought 22 gauge sheet metal. I know it's going to rust. Either you can paint it, if you're worried about that, then you can paint it with high heat black paint, or you can let it rust and it'll be fine. It'll still work just fine. So this is an experiment for me. I don't have really super good tools or whatever, but I have enough, so I thought I would show you guys how I did it, since I couldn't really find too much on YouTube about doing that. Okay, thank you. Took me about, I don't know, maybe 8 hours to do it. 6 to 8 hours, I would say, would be my guess. All right, well, hope you enjoy it. $15 on a piece of sheet metal from Lowe's, and it's 22 gauge. I figured the 16 gauge was a little too heavy, and not necessary for this. And then I have started cutting it out and drilling holes for the air vents, etc. Anyway, okay, now I have cut out these. I pre-drilled the holes on a small hole on each end, measuring in this case 2 centimeters for each one, and they fit the other pieces. This tab fits in there. And then I have created some markings for my template for my 3/8 inch holes, and now I just put a hole punch, just punched these so that I have a good starting point for my drill bit. And I used my Dremel hole saw for cutting this out, as well as my jigsaw a little bit, just to smooth it out a bit. All right, well, that's the next step. Now on to drilling all the air holes at the bottom. And in order to drill 3/8 inch holes into sheet metal, you basically take the approach of doing a graduated drill bits as you punch through. Much easier for your drills for your drill bits to last longer if you do a graduated increasing size. Okay, so here's my final assembly. Basically, I completed a bottom grill just by using my grinder, taking out the little slots. I completed a front door to put the wood through, and each of these 4 pieces are identical in shape and size. So assemble it pretty quickly. What I decided to do was, in order to support the bottom grill, I decided to use just a long screw, and then I would be able to screw it in and actually support the grill plate, as well as put on bolts on each side, which would allow me to just provide a little more stability. And once they're done up, it's actually really tight. So sliding those 2 in there, and I just bought a 12-inch bolt and cut it in half. Okay, and then this goes inside, and then you have a completely firm and tidy firebox. Okay, I started just a small twig fire, and let's see how it holds up. Should be okay. Putting some base wood at the bottom, and then I batoned some small pieces, and as it starts growing, I'll add some more. Looks pretty good, actually.